Okay, I talked to you about some diamond lath, and here it is laid out in the middle of the field of our shower pan. And I'll show you why I do this. Let's get down low and take a look at this. What I do, the main reason why I use lath on top of the shower pan is, notice how I have the lath here bent up onto the side of the curb, the inside of the curb. That allows me not to screw anything into the inside of that curb. So what I'm going to do is I'll screw in my hardy backer on the front side of the curb, and on the top side of the curb, and on the inside of the curb, I'm just going to pack mortar in there. The same mortar, spec mix that I use, or dry pack mortar that I use, same stuff on the base here. That way, and then I'll reinforce it with the tape, hardy backer tape, and thin set over the top of that. So that way I'm really waterproof on the inside of that curb. I usually mud all the way over the top and the sides of my curbs, much like what a lot of guys do. Let's talk about the drain here a little bit. This drain is sandwiched in. Now I just cut a hole out. Again, this is not, some guys will take a blowtorch and pound this into their pan. That's stupid. This is just sitting on top of here, and all it does is provide support and creates a unity with the shower base and to the curb. So it's all going to be interconnected. I don't bother filling in those gaps here along the sides. It's kind of pointless. It's just the primary use, obviously, is for the inside of the curb. So as far as this drain goes, it's sandwiched in between the two pieces like I showed you before. He bolted it down with 3 bolts. The weep holes are underneath this little plastic insert. You can see one here, and then one up there. So these just get covered up, so you don't have to worry about the weep holes when you go ahead and start mudding up everything. So it's ready to go, and I'll screw in my pre-drain or my base drain with the temporary cap on it, and I'll be ready to go. So again, this diamond lath is just used for primarily the inside of the curb. You do not need to use this normally, but I like to. It doesn't damage the hot mop. I'm not affixing it to the hot mop. I'm not blow torching it into the hot mop, although people have done that. I don't recommend it. It just provides a little more extra stability, reinforcing your concrete, your lightweight concrete, much like you would if you were pouring a driveway. Again, I'm going to repeat this a bunch of times, I know, but it's not needed. But for the purposes of the inside of the curb, I can't stress that enough. This is why I do it, because if you look at that, I've got that tightly seamed down in, and it's going to work out really nicely. And you'll see why once I get into the connecting all the backer boards to everything. So I'm going to pour my base, and then we'll go from there.